Hi everyone, today I'm here to guide you through a small tutorial video in which I'll be explaining a lot of things and a lot of different applications and features that can be used through our Iowa State's own AccessPlus system. So first of all, once you get logged in into your AccessPlus, you would see this screen as a home screen. Now you press on the Student tab, and first of all, and the most serious and major thing for all of us students is our U-bill, which also counts as the university bill, our tuition, fees, lodging and boarding, books and supplies, everything. So to see, view all that, you can go to Account U-bill. So at the moment, you can see my June activity and July activity, and usually U-bill shows a recent and current activity for almost the last 2 months. But sometimes, even if the charges are two more just for 1 month, it will just go and just show 1 month instead of two. And the best part about the U-bill is that if you have a lot of money left in your account and there's no charges left, it's just sitting there, you can actually direct deposit it to your bank account as well. As you can see, I've had a spring 28 and it was direct deposited to me in the form of a refund into my bank account. And also there's a catch about U-bill, and it actually lets you pay for monthly payments, is that you need to make a minimum amount due. It's almost like a credit card. So you pay the minimum amount due and the rest left they would charge a deferred billing fee on it. So that's what I have here. As you could see, I had a minimum payment due of $106.50. I made that payment, but then you can see they charged me a deferred billing fee. Now this time I was able to get off with it because the first time I only paid the minimum. I was actually waiting for my scholarship to arrive, but it didn't, so I actually had to do it through my bank account. But as you can see, then they deleted it. But in your case, if you do choose to make a minimum payment and just go on with it, then you could find out that it will charge you a $20 deferred billing fee. And it also tells you when the minimum payment is due. And with Iowa State's, it's usually the 20th of every month. Since we're on the topic of statements and how to pay our bills, I would actually go ahead and show you a sample statement from my fall semester of 2019. So I just go on and click on the August, and this is where it comes. As you can see, I have all my fall health fee, tuition, international undergrad, activity fees, health facility fee, music, ebook, anything which you want. So default, you would have the university, like the tuition and all the technology, health facilities fee. But if you choose to pay for, ebook by your own, you don't need it to show it on your U-bill. You just pay it at the bookstore right away. Or if you want football tickets, you just go and pay it right away instead of, because they always give you an option, even in terms of student health. When you go to Thielen Student Health and get a prescription, they will ask you if you want that to go on a U-bill or do you want to pay it right away. So that's one of the easier methods to do, is just tell them, I'll just put it on the U-bill and I'll just pay it all at once. So I do that. So this, as you can see all the balances, the total charges and everything. And they would also actually highlight if any kind of aid you have. So as you can see, I have a financial aid, I have a scholars award and $4,000 and how it applies, and they subtracted, everything subtracted. And it will show you the total balance which is due after they have subtracted this aid, or if you have a grant, scholarships, anything that acts as a credit instead of a charge will be put out there, subtracted, and then you'll get the full balance. Now we have explored the statement. Let's explore different ways in which you could pay this bill off. So first and foremost, you could just click right here or just click one of these. I'll click here, pay bill. Now it comes up with three different methods. The first option we have is paying bill online directly from your bank account, which is the three-step process, and you do need to have a bank because this is for the bank accounts in America. So you definitely have to have an account in a US bank or any other bank in America so that you could have the bank account number and bank routing number, and Iowa State can get off the balances off in your bank account right away. This is not the international or even some of the other wire transfer methods which many people use. So you just put your name of the person whose bank account it is, amount you want to pay, bank routing number, bank account number, verify, and then you should be good to go. Now the second option is continuous direct debit payment, and this is the same which I highlighted in the beginning of the video. Was the $20 deferred billing fee for the current semester would be tested, and then 20th of each month they will deduct from a designated bank account. Now since I don't have any left at the moment, my account is paid in full, I would actually go ahead and show you a sample by clicking on this, the monthly payment plan, so that it will take me to the fall and spring 2021. So first thing is to highlight, and the main thing is the $50 enrollment fee. So this is what it separates from the other two options, is that you will be charged a $50 enrollment fee right away. So make sure you read that, and you could see when it's going to begin and when it's going to end. So go ahead and click on update budget info. Once you get on there, I have read all the terms and conditions, but I definitely recommend you reading it before you go and agree on it, each and every one. Once you read all of it, please go ahead and agree. Then you'd see it comes as my tuition expenses, my fees, room, meal plan, books, and all the other charges which might be limited to all this. Now, as you can see at the moment, they haven't released my financial aid award, so it doesn't show on here. But the closer we get to fall semester starting and even spring semester in future, they will, if you have scholarships, grants, or loans, they will be shown right there. Now you go on and calculate budget. As you could see, at the moment, just based off on these, they have calculated for me and payment plan for $4,306 per month. And now, once you have the scholarship, grants, and loans, and they calculated this for you, you can actually see if you want to override the calculate amount or not. And then if you don't do it, you can recalculate it by changing some of this. So if you estimated that your books didn't cost as much, you can just change it down to $500. And you also think that your miscellaneous would be actually a bit more, so you can just do $800. Meal plan depends on you if you choose a different one or not. You can actually go ahead and see meal rates right here. And either way, just mixing this up, you can actually go ahead and recalculate budget. And then you could see it got a bit lower, I guess. So that's, you could see that one difference happened, and you could actually accept it or not by clicking on this approve budget. Me, since I'm not going to prefer this form of payment, I'm not, so I'm going to go back, which is pay bill online. Now the third step is for international students or even US students who might be studying abroad or maybe out of the country, or may have relatives out of, or even parents out of the country who want to actually pay their U-bill. So if you have an international bank account or you want to get funds from an international bank account, this is the best way. It also Western Union's bank-to-bank transfer. Now at the moment I do not have any payments due, so they won't guide me to this page. But I could tell you this, that through Western Union, it will do everything for you. They will have your information, like your account number, so that Iowa State knows that your account is going to be paid. They're not going to mix it up or anything. All the details are going to be there. They will give you the SWIFT code. SWIFT code is actually a code through which many banks identify themselves and their bank accounts. So Iowa State has its own SWIFT code, which the Western Union uses to transfer it to Iowa State's bank account right away. So you get a whole document on that, and then the amount of money you can specify how much money you want them to pay to Iowa State, and then you take this form, give it to your bank, and make sure you have the enough funds or the correct funds for the payment, and that's it. You're good to be go. In almost 3 to 5 business days, Western Union transfers it, and the money is right away.